we have some technical terms that we use. If you're on it, rolling means I have already started. If for action, we should say action, and that means we should start. So you use the word rolling, you let us know, okay, well, I'm getting set, I'm back, I've already started, so we for action. And we should get started.
Okay.
So you have your headphones on. There are two ways that you can monitor your audio, and it's very important because if you're whatever you are doing, audio is the most important. It's one of the most important things. No matter how good your image is, if your audio is not good, it's of no use because people need to be able to hear what you're saying. Sometimes, in fact, you can manage with bad image as long as people can hear what you're saying, but both of them should be good to the best of your ability. They should all be very good. So audio is important, and there are two ways that you can monitor your audio as a camera person. That's why if you're doing camera work, you cannot be on your phone every time texting, looking at it and doing whatever. You cannot be having it doing all these things. You monitor your work because the camera is sitting there. You have your headphones on. Can you hear what he's saying? Go ahead and talk. 1, 2, 3, whatever you're gonna say. So let him talk. You can hear him loud and clear from your headphones. Let me see. Okay, talk, let me see. Yes, go ahead. Yes, okay, so you can hear him loud and clear, right? The other way that you can monitor your audio is by looking here. There's an audio bar right there. You see this bar moving up and down? Yes, zoom this for me, camera person. You can see the audio bar right there. You can see it moving up and down, right? Talk, say something. Keep talking. Yes, you see the audio bar right there at the bottom right here moving, right? Yes, right? You see the audio bar right there moving. So you need to monitor this. If you are not looking, you cannot see this. You have to look at this and you have to listen to your headphone. These are the two ways through which you can monitor your audio, whatever they are saying. At any point, if you hear the audio breaking, maybe if you're using a mic, the mic has a battery, the batteries may finish. Are you listening here, Broker?
Yes.
The batteries may finish. If the batteries are finished on the mic, the audio will be shaking, it will be static, it will be making a lot of funny noise. And therefore, you need to stop and change your batteries. To avoid that, I always recommend for people to edit while shooting, which means before you even start to shoot, you make sure that your mic has fresh batteries, brand new batteries. You make sure your camera has enough batteries and fully charged. Everything that you need, all your gear and your equipment should have full battery before you start any production. It's just best practice. It's just good for you to have that. All your gear should have full battery, whether the mic, whether it is the headphone that takes batteries, whether it is the camera, everything that you know uses battery, whether it is digital battery or something, AA, AAA battery, whatever you're going to use, you just need to be able to have that. At the end of the day, you just need to be able to have that at the end of the day. So Akumaya battle for you to know that yes, your audio is very important, and you need to look at your audio bar as well as your headphone, because if you are not using the headphone, you can equally monitor it through the audio bar, but using both of them is best practice, is good, because it will help you at the end of the day, for you are able to listen to it at the end of the day, right? So basically, this is what you need to do. That's how you control your audio, your image. I will show you how to set the image now and set it to the right color that you want. We did part of that the other day, but now what we are doing is looking at the microphone, the audio rather. So okay, if you look at the audio here, this is the setting. That's the home of the setting. You come here, right? When you come here to the main function, and you click on it, it takes you to the different settings that you need. Mic level, right? You look here, this says mic level, right? That will show you how far your mic is going. For example, here, when you talk, the mic is right here. You see, the mic has different volumes. It has some on and off button. Some mics, once you plug it in, it doesn't have any button. It just starts to go. This mic has on and off button, and it also has the volume here. It tells you whether it is low or it is high. The on and off button, this is off right here. If you look here now, you will not hear anything. Can you hear anything? No. And you are not seeing the audio bar moving either. Now, if you are doing an interview or something, sometimes, come here, YouTube. the person, you leave the mic with your guest or the person you are interviewing, or even you yourself as the journalist. Sometimes you just take it as fun and you start to play with it. Some people will start to play with it on and off. You can hear that, right? When I turn it off, you cannot hear now. I turn it on, you can hear what I'm saying. I turn it off. So some people play with it left and right. You need to be able to pay attention to that. As the camera person, if you are not paying attention to that, I'm just having an interview and I'm just turning it off, turning it on. Either you are busy doing something else, your audio will not come out. And that is poor camera work. You need to be able to have your mic on, your audio being monitored. You can hear it now, right? So the volume is adjusted. Some mics have volume, some have on and off button, some don't have on and off button, some don't have volume. So if it is one that has a button, it's very risky because the person that is holding it can turn it off intentionally or unintentionally sometimes. So Atutete Bulu is left to you to see whether it is on and off by monitoring it through your headphone and through this. So it's best practice for you to always take along a headphone, especially if your camera takes one. Now, as I was telling you, again, here, come and look here. You see the settings I was telling you about manual and automatic. The M stands for manual, the A stands for automatic. So if you put it on automatic, you cannot adjust anything. You may not even be able to see the audio bar maybe because it's on automatic. The camera will pick whatever it takes, picking. But if you leave it here on manual, you are able to adjust that now to whatever level. Right now, as you can see, it's on 81. It can be on 81, 82. Now for some, if you take it all the way to 100%, you will see it start to overload. We call that overloaded audio. Rather than like very heavy, people cannot hear what you are saying. If it is overloaded audio, people cannot even hear what you are saying. So you don't want your audio to be overloaded. You want it to be just this. So you need to also look at the audio bar. The yellow is fine. Nadanta white is okay. If it gets to the yellow, it can be fine. But if it gets to the red, that's danger. Red, yellow, anywhere you see red means danger, right? So if your audio ever gets to red, depending on the type of camera you are using, if your audio gets to red, it's not good because it's overloaded audio. People will not be able to hear it while I remain focused. So you need to be able to have good audio, which means it can be right, it stops right there at the white and it stops at the yellow. If it is at that level, now in the computer, when you are editing, you might be able to adjust it there. You may not be able to do as much, but you can adjust it there. If it is overloaded, you can try to reduce it, but overloaded audio for the most part, even if you reduce it, you may not be able to do much. So therefore, Akumaya Batale for you to make sure that you have it and have your audio right. So as you can see, like I said, you come here, you come to the settings, you come here to the main functions. You will see when you come to the main function, it gives you here video snapshot, slow and fast motion, zoom, type. You come down, it shows you the exposure and the focus, the mic level. That's where we were. Now if you come to the exposure here, that is where you adjust. You see again, it's on manual. If you click on this, it tells you to adjust it. Now Abubakar, if you sit back there, it will tell you how you want to adjust it. You look at his image right now. It looks like a natural color is on 0. If you click on this, the more you click on this, the more it goes down, the darker it gets. Right? You see anything? Yes, you see how dark it's getting? Yeah. Yes, because we are adjusting the exposure. It's on -3. Now it's 175, as you can see, -125, -1, -75, it's coming. You see? Yeah. It's getting back to the natural color, right? Yeah. Yes, so it depends on where you are. You can set it to whatever, the exposure, but that's not what we are working on now. We were only working on the audio, so once you finish, you exit out of that again. So the image you have is left to you. I cannot teach you all of that. Then it comes to the image, I cannot teach you all about audio. That's left to you. Are you listening? It's left to you. When you sit down or when you're standing to do your recording, you look at it, you look at what you think is best for you based on what you are hearing and what you are seeing. If you see it on red, you know it's not good, it's danger. If you are hearing it and you are hearing any type of noise, you need to know you need to fix it. If you are using a mic, the problem might be your mic, it might be your camera, it might be your camera port, whatever. That's why I recommended when you are doing, if you have extra stuff, always take along with you. If you have an extra mic, take along an extra mic. If you have an extra battery, take along an extra battery, extra whatever. You never go wrong having an extra, because if your main one malfunctions, you will have it. Right now, as we speak, for example, I have a team in Senegal doing coverage there of the Senegambia run. They are with one of the TV stations from Gambia, because if a motor